Hello, you guys. Welcome to The Other Side. We are so excited that you are here joining us tonight to learn just a little bit more about what it means to go from being an employee to walking into that other side and that journey of being an entrepreneur and really owning your own life. And that looks different for a lot of different people. So it can be owning your life in terms of your time, your finances, your health, so many different things. And so tonight we are actually featuring our males, which is going to be super cool because normally we let the ladies chat because we're wild and we like to, have the spotlight. But tonight we're actually going to let the guys step in. And so tonight I'm just going to have Jake, go ahead and just share a little bit about your journey from going from the other side of being an employee to being an entrepreneur and owning your life, and really what that looks like for you and what your future looks like because of it.
Okay, so really, my Juice Plus business isn't like my primary focus. I kind of want to focus here on like having a side hustle because I still work. I work in a commission-based world, so very similar to Juice Plus and how our business is set up. But side hustle is really important because I was working at a job probably about a year ago now that I got laid off from, and if it wasn't for my Juice Plus income, I wouldn't have been able to pay my bills. So having a side hustle is really important in the kind of the society and the economy and just the world we live in today. But it's an incredible side hustle. I mean, the community is incredible. The people are incredible. The product is incredible. The love that we share really with all of us with each other is incredible. And so having a side hustle is important because you never know what life is going to dish out. I was working in a job. I got laid off. I have student loans to pay. I have, insurance bills, all kinds of things that if I didn't have the side hustle income, I wouldn't have been able to pay those. And so really, I give this business, a couple hours of my time a week, really, keeping up with customers, reaching out to team, just everything it takes to kind of keep it going. And I still get paid every month. So, even if I have a week that I don't give as much time because I'm busy doing other things or focus on other things or hustle in other spots, I still get that paycheck. It's the beauty of this business. This business is residual income, which means you get paid no matter how much or how little you work. It's still there based on your efforts and your team's efforts. So it's a really, really awesome business model.
Cool. And I love that you just said something about our business model because I want to bring in a point really quickly and share something with you guys before we move a little bit forward. So what our business is it's a network franchise. And so this actually has a bunch of different business models tied into one. And so what we did is we picked the top pieces of each of these different industries, and we've created a network franchise. And so I'm just going to briefly touch on this, and then Cam's going to share a little bit more about his journey jumping from being an employee to being an entrepreneur, which is so cool. And so most people work in corporate America. It's steady paycheck. You work 9 to 5. You get maybe 2 weeks vacation every year. But at the same time, a lot of people will stay with their corporate job because there's corporate benefits and because, people need benefits. You need healthcare, you need chiropractic care and all of these things. And so what we've done is we've pulled that out of that. And so we actually have full benefits at the top level of our company, which is so incredible. We also pulled the franchise model out. So say you're debating between starting up a mom and pop coffee shop versus a Starbucks. So to start a Starbucks, normally it's more expensive, upwards of, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 to start up. But a lot of people will go with that route because it's tried and proven and there's a system put into place. And so that is the piece of the franchise model that we pull in. We have a system that's put into place so you're not scrambling trying to figure out how to run your own health food agency. And then as far as direct sales go, some people will choose this route because they can somewhat have a say of their income. But in reality, there's quotas that you have to meet. There's territory restrictions. There's all of these things. But what I love about direct sales is that it's person to person. You're buying products from people that you know, like, and trust. And so that's the piece of direct sales that we pull out. And then as far as network marketing goes, a lot of people have a negative connotation with network marketing because it was based off of this model of joining a club, buying a bunch of stuff, joining a club, buying a bunch of stuff, and having to keep all this inventory in your house and running to your neighbors saying, hey, will you buy my stuff? I have a whole garage full of it. And like, we're not about that. Okay. So like the only inventory that you have to keep is your own. And we think that it's important to leverage your income based off of team and helping other people to create an income as well. And so we pull all of these different industries together, and we've created what is called a network franchise, which is so incredible. And so moving forward, Cam, I would love for you to share a little bit about your journey going from the side of being an employee to jumping into entrepreneurship and really what your future looks like. And you are muted. You should be able to unmute yourself.
Got me? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first off, Maria, thanks for inviting me on here. And I love everything that you covered, because we really have just taken the best of every industry and just put it into a one-stop shop and just set us up for success. And then Jake, I love what you said about just residual income. And I can tell you guys personally, I took about 2 or 3 months off just from society as a whole and just kind of kept to myself. And I kept receiving a paycheck. You know what I mean? I had the blessing of that time to really just focus in on who I wanted to be and what I wanted to do with my life. As everybody hoorahs to that. For me, the point that I wanted to touch on tonight was just how big of a catalyst this whole business has been for me in all sense of everything that it represents. And so everything from whole food nutrition to just getting exposed to that, what it did for my health. A year later, I become completely plant-based, and I've been 1.5 years since, and it's only opened up my mind and my heart to just so much more than health. It's a passion of mine to help people make a transition to a plant-based lifestyle, and that's much more than food. Business-wise, I look at this business as a micro-entrepreneurial job or business, because we don't handle everything as far as the product, the paychecks, HR, the company creation, the actual material, marketing material, and I'm sure there's gobs of stuff that I'm leaving out. But all that stuff, we don't handle any of that. Our job is just to share. And being exposed to that business structure has been a catalyst to where I'm at now. And I have multiple irons in the fire. And I just could not be more grateful for where my life is going and the control that I have to dictate what I do, when I do it, why I do it, with who I do it, as often as I do it, and all those reasons. And the last piece is the community. And this is the toughest part to really put into words, like what this means. But to sum it up, when I got involved with our community of people, essentially I saw people living a life that I wanted to live. And that really sums up the entire thing. So I always say I saw people that were respectful, loving, progressive, happy, healthy, and expansive, and creators of their own life. And it's been deeply engraved in me to be able to be a part of that community, to further that community, and to be able to give back to other people that I know are looking for others who they can just live a happy life around, a blissful life around. So.
I love that, Cam. Thank you so much. That totally just was like a bow on it all, which is so awesome. So yeah, they really, basically covered all of it within their stories, but I just wanted to share a little bit more about what we do so that you can know a little bit more about that. And really, we own health food agencies. And so what we share and promote is the most thoroughly researched plant powders in the entire world, a plant-based macro. And then we also sell urban gardens, which is so incredibly awesome. All of the products that we have are revolutionary in their category. It's not just another protein shaker, this and that. Everything is revolutionary, which is so cool. We have the most research. And we also have a plant-based omega, thank you, Jake, which is our plant oils. And so with that combination of things, personally, I have been plant-based since like July. And I would have never made that step. I would have never made that move if I wasn't exposed to just this community of people. And my favorite way to put it, honestly, is we are a real company with real people making real money, and we attract the realest people. And that is something that is so near and dear to my heart with people that just come into our lives and our communities. Like, they're so real, and just all we want is to help you level up in whatever aspect of your life that is. And we're totally here for that, for you, for that, in all different ways, shapes, and forms. So I just wanted to kind of open the floor. If anybody wants to add anything that's on your heart, please feel free. And thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Mariel, did you want to
Hello?
add? Jordan, did you
Hello?
want to add anything?
Yeah, I had a quick question. I hope I'm not echoing too bad. Can you guys hear me all right? I'm in my car.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So my main question was, so it's all plant-based and revolutionary, like the best in the industry, but my only
He was right there. He was right there.
Let's see. I'm going to stop the recording.